Hey, family. Happy Sunday. Woo. All right, y'all. Back up in the building. Welcome to Sunday Sitting with Sisters with Sister Ro. A lot of changes happening on Earth Mama Network. Got new shows coming on, launching new shows, getting rid of old shows, playing around with this idea of what kind of content like I will want to see in producing the show. So today, because we had the time change, and it's election, it's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just going to take this time to kind of talk about a few things I think that we should be looking at as a people, and particularly as Black women, because we hold a lot and we wield a lot of power. We really do. But today I want us to look at a few things, and I really want us to have some opinions on it as well, y'all. So look, one of the things I think I sometimes value about our people, and sometimes they get on my nerve about my people, is that we don't do diversity within ourselves. We think diversity means having one Mexican, one Asian, 20 white people, and one Black person. Like, we think that that's diversity. But it really isn't. Diversity means when you can, if we're going to talk about ourselves as a people, as Black folks, we have to deal with everybody in there. And I mean, you have to like be their best friend. But I think we have to look at, like, if somebody's a conservative, look at that. If somebody's a liberal, look at that. If somebody is don't give a fuck, look at that. Like, we all have to make room for them at the table. So sometimes when I hear people talk about cancel culture, I kind of laugh because they be the main ones canceling people. Like, you could really cancel being Black. I mean, give me a break. You know how many people that jump ship by now that they could really cancel being Black? But we also live in a world that reinstates and reinforces in us that your ass is Black. So basically, family, we can't afford to do that. But what is beautiful, I think it'd be open for some honest dialogue and conversation today. And so today we're going to look at a couple of things. And then I'm going to wrap it up with Black femicide, because I don't know about y'all, but there's over 100 women have been murdered in the month of October, Black women. And I think sometimes when it comes to those hard subjects in the Black community, we don't like to talk about it. Like, something happens inside of us where we just don't want to talk about it. Like, we like, it's white supremacy. And then we go like that's going to help pay your bills or solve your problems. And that's why sometimes people would rather take their walk on the other side, with their enemy, because they know their enemy. But when you're in a community, we're supposed to all be sisters and brothers, and we like to throw that terminology out, but then we can't come check people when they're not doing this correctly. So today I want to look at some things, and I would really, really hope that you all would chime in, if you will. I really hope that you would share what you believe and what you feel. Dear sister says, yep, or when we become diverse as a people, all of a sudden he or she is placed in a box of acting white or being whitewashed. That is so true, sis. That is so true. So that's that sister's comment. You're right. And my thing is like, and if you really knew white people, you'll know how silly that damn comment, and I'm agreeing with you, sister, sounds in terms of you're whitewashed. Like, if all white people sound like they're from Britain. I mean, come on. I mean, if that's what we're using by standard. The sister said, let's talk about it. We definitely going to do that. Looking forward to right on, sis. Look in our own mirror if necessary. Right on, right on. So what I wanted to do first, y'all, some of y'all may be a little pissed off, but when I read this article, because we're in election year. So go on and pick the Donald Trump and Biden up real quick. So let's start right there, because here I've seen so many people be pissed off with other Black people because they're not for Biden Harris, or, it's kind of like, y'all, so what? You know how many white people be on the opposite sides of each other, and they just be like, okay, well, screw you, dude. Like, they don't really even care like that, because they know no matter who's going to be in office, they still going to be cool. They still going to be white. They still going to have privilege. But white privilege only works with people who have melanin. See, white privilege don't work with other white people. It only works with people who have melanin, and particularly it works really well with Black folks. So if you're a white person and you don't have nothing going for yourself and you broke and whatever, find some people with melanin, particularly Black people. And then they will take care of you. They will make you king of the Negroes if need be, because that's how white privilege works. It doesn't work with white people. You have to have people with melanin in order to know that you're privileged. And that's a hard concept, because that means that we have more power than we give ourselves credit for. You know what I mean? So take these two. Did you put up Donald Trump in and Joe Biden. So let's take these two because we know we have an election going on, and I really would hope y'all would really share your honest opinions. You know what I mean? Not the fake group think, because we do this group think like all black people eat chicken, all black people are Democrat, all black people are Baptist holiness, or what. Like, you know, we do that, and it's really a detriment to us as a people. Now we have these two clowns, I'm gonna call them clowns, running for office. Black folks, it don't matter which one get in there. We got to have a plan that we can work no matter who gets in there. You know what I mean? We have to have a plan. I heard somebody say that if Biden get in, they're going to celebrate. And I thought to myself, here the hell we go, ready to have a party. And the man ain't even did shit yet. You know, he didn't even want to promise us anything directly as black people. I've heard people just say all kind of stuff like if black folks are this one single monolith, and we know black folks aren't. Some black people want police. Some black people don't want police. Some black people don't give a damn what we get. Some black people feel like I'm going to pay my rent or my mortgage no matter who is president. Some people's like, I think these people, about whoever I get in there, you know, it's going to help me pay my mortgage. Some of them like, my shit getting paid no matter who's in there. So it's kind of like when you look at these two, the sad thing is that in 2020, we're still looking for old white men to fix black people. And that in itself, we can never look at our kids and act like what's wrong with them when they saying what's wrong with y'all. So I know that's a hard sell. I know you want everybody to believe in the boogeyman. Some people's like, I done faced the devil 1,000 times. These two devils or these two candidates are really not the boogeyman for me, because I've been dealing with men who look like them my whole life. So I love black people. We got to do a better job of being respectful to each other as it pertains to two white men to run this country that's been always ran by old ass white men. And we're always at somebody's mercy. What I don't see is other groups being quite at the mercy of everybody else. So when we say of color, when I look at all the other of colors, like Indians from India, like Latinos, wherever they're from, different Asian cultures, they all have their own sections of town in most parts of the country. They have their own banks, their own supermarkets. The only color of color that don't have that is black people. And it's particularly the ones who built America in the enslavement of America, which made America the most powerful country in the world. So when we're looking at these two old white men, we need to check our damn selves. We need to check ourselves from the neck up, for real. Put Sister Maxine Waters up there. And I'm definitely not being disrespectful, because I think Maxine Waters has, you know, in her time, has done some really great work. And this article I read when Maxine Waters said that she'll never ever forget black Trump voters. And I'm like, Maxine, like, how do you, Auntie Maxine, Miss Maxine, Grandma Maxine, Elder Maxine, you are the last person that should be talking about black people, anything. So we got to learn to do what other groups do. They look the other way. They don't give, if somebody's going against their agenda, they don't give them any power. They just basically act like they don't see them. How many times have you seen a pro-Trump supporter and a pro whatever the other side is? Because to me, they like in the same family. They don't get up. They just basically be like, yeah, I disagree with them. But they don't like, I'll hate their whole guts. No, they're still going to be in there giving this person a goddamn bank loan, y'all. Come on. They're still going to be giving out bank loans to these same racist, redneck people, if that's what you think they are. You know what I mean? So Maxine Waters, we got to do a better job. Now, you, Auntie Maxine, you done been through the 60s and a whole bunch of other turmoil times. That's kind of divisive to say, like, what black Trump supporters, we don't know why they supporting Trump. I don't know why you supporting Biden. I mean, you wasn't the first person to support Barack Obama when he was running, because you was so beholden to the Clintons. So it's kind of like, come on, Auntie Maxine, please, ma'am, I beg of you. You seem like a very nice person, you know, but I think you have to also stop with the division stuff. All black people are not thinking the same way, and it's okay. Like, as we scroll down to Ice Cube, because Ice Cube, I had listened to several interviews. He said he definitely was not a Trump supporter, but you cannot get mad at people because they come up with their own plan. Because Maxine Waters and the rest of the Negroes in power, they don't control nothing in Black America. We've had over 800 Black women and girls be murdered in the whole year this year in 2020, and I ain't heard Maxine Waters mention a thing about it. I haven't heard her mention a thing. Any of these Negroes, all of these Black celebrities going to tell you how to vote. Black women are dropping like flies. Black women and girls are dropping like flies inside the Black community, and none of these celebrities said a damn thing. So how you going to try to tell me, because what you're worrying about is your own cushy position. See, I think all of y'all need to go. I think Maxine Waters need to take a bow and get somebody younger in, because that's what other groups do. Like, she going to stay up there till her wig falls all the way over to the side and her on it. And no disrespect, but at some point we know historically in the Black community, so-called Black leaders never leave until they die on the job. And it shouldn't be that way. That's why we keep starting over with these agendas. I say big ups to Ice Cube. Thank you for coming up with the Black agenda that you can push. See, they didn't say nothing when you was writing gangster music and all. They were celebrating it. Now you, and I think for what I knew about Ice Cube, because I met him several years ago, thanks to Khalid Abdul Muhammad, you know, he does have a level of consciousness. But who are people to say that entertainers like Ice Cube, who probably done a little bit more for his community than everybody that's on the reality TV shows or washed up actresses or whatever, have did in their own community? So I think that everybody should, you know, if that's what they have a Black agenda item. He is pushing something for Black people, which we can never get Black politicians to do ever, including Maxine Waters. Like, her district now is heavily Latino. So that's why she can't say nothing about a Black agenda, because she don't really represent Black people like that in her district. Black folks are being pushed out of Los Angeles or with the section that she's in faster than she can put a wig on her head. So come on, family. And there's no disrespect to Maxine Waters, none at all. But it's like, look, sis, you can't be writing this divisive shit because ain't nobody agreeing with you old Negroes up there. You can't do that, Maxine. And, you know, leave out, you know, kind of leave out the door while you still have some respect that we still see. Leave out the door like Barbara Jordan did. Leave out the door like Shirley Chisholm did. These women are all heroes in our community because they knew when to take a bow. Take a bow, Auntie Maxine. Take a bow, Elder Maxine. Now I'm trying to be respectful. Elder, please, Elder, sit down. It's enough. But I love what Ice Cube put forward. I'm with you, Jay. I love what he put forward. And we have to stop being so damn divisive. When I talked about that inclusionary piece at our table as Black people, when I talk about that, here we go, y'all. Put up Lil Wayne and Cardi B. Now, look, y'all, even down to these two. Now, we going to get mad at Ice Cube, right, for coming up with a Black agenda. But we don't say shit about Cardi B. This Cardi B and Lil Wayne, probably who have written some of the most, to be honest, destructive music that has torn the fiber of our young people. You know, we talk about social ills on one hand, and then we'll support people who support social ills. Like, let's be honest. But I ain't heard no. Now, some people are mad at Lil Wayne because he supported Donald Trump, but we mad at for the wrong goddamn reason. That's his choice. I mean, the man pushed lean. He pushed all kind of shit, and y'all didn't say nothing. But now today, you're going to be like, how dare he back Trump? Shut up. When you should have said something, you didn't say shit. You went out and bought the man's albums. Same thing with Cardi B. What culture would you have an ex-stripper that's really from the Caribbean tell Black people that she's speaking for them? Where would you see in Japanese culture that the person who is the entertainment girl speak like she's at the head of state? Like, where else would you see that? A friend of mine told me one time, and this is the honest God truth, and I think he was married to like an Asian woman or whatever, and Khadijah, you on here, you know who I'm talking about. But one time we all went to dinner and everything, and he said he lived in Japan or somewhere, and he said, thank you, sis. He said, you will never see an entertainer heading the government in Asian countries. Like, they're entertainers, they're entertainers. They do not drive policy. They do not make decisions for the whole nation. They do not do that. And I said to myself, now you know how both of those two white men I showed you earlier, how they really feel about Black people when they're using these two people to get the Black vote. I don't even listen to Cardi B or Lil Wayne. Never had. I've been had, you know. But it says something about how people see you when they go to these two for votes. They go to these two. That says something about us as a people. Let's just be honest. That means I have no respect for you. I don't care what you do. I think y'all are like these two fools here. You know, you're not going to go to that young sister that's holding her head up high, going to school or taking care of her children or helping with her parents. We have all kind of respectable Black people doing the right thing every day. And you go to these two? We have Black men who take care of their kids and don't talk about how bad, how his dark-skinned daughter, at least she rich, because, you know, her being dark-skinned is not a good thing. Like, come on, family. This is crazy. This is really crazy. So I think we gotta do something different. This makes no damn sense at all. It makes no sense at all. And then this the other thing. So I did watch Lovecraft Country. I don't know how many people seen that. Could you bring up some kind of thing for Lovecraft Country? Just like, and I thought it was because I'm gonna break it all the way down. I feel like all of these things are connected. I really do. I feel like we have to do a better job. So I watched it. I liked it, but I had mixed reviews about it because I think we push our own poison. Now, Black creators wrote this, directed the whole nine, so we cannot blame this on white supremacy. So if we're going to talk today, let's talk. Let's really talk. That's why it doesn't matter who the president is for Black people, because we fucked up here. We are now self-inflicting and we cannot compare ourselves to our ancestors. Let's stop doing that, because y'all can't even hold a candlelight to what happened, to what the shit they went through. But the fact that we produce things and then we still have the dynamics in there. We still got colorism in there. You know, we still got all kind of shit in there. And nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. And so this is some stuff we produced. And I still see us on that color. I seen it so plainly in the movie. I mean, in the show. It's like, yeah, it was okay. You know, I'm talking like that because it really was just okay. So we get distracted with shit like this, right? While these two clowns, put them two clowns back up there. While these two clowns, all of us in here stomping for either side, when we should be stomping for the right side, which is your goddamn side. You up here, people up here acting like if we don't get Joe Biden, we all going back to this fields tomorrow. Some of y'all live in the goddamn field and you're happy with your position. Some of y'all would gladly lick the bottom of either of these 2 feet. That's really sad. It's really sad. It don't matter who you get if you get Trump. See, these two people are brothers, family. It's like they're fighting for a position in their daddy's company. You understand what I'm saying? One of them is going to call you a nigga to your face. The other one's going to say, oh, these is good Black people, and then lock all your sons up and daughters up and shit like that. What choice do we have? When are we going to bet on ourselves? When are Black people going to bet on themselves? When are we going to do that? When are we going to start putting images out there that's going to be so powerful? It don't matter who the fuck president is. See, Asian people don't give a damn who the president is because they still got Chinatown. They have more banks than any other so-called of color people in the United States. They own 7 out of 10 homes in California is owned by an Asian. Come on, family. And I'm not hating on the Asians. I'm saying, well, damn, they don't really give a damn who the president is because they still got their own stuff. Nobody care about their kids like, I'm going to be with Black people. Yeah, it's like a joke. But when they want to get serious and build some shit, they go right back to their elders and their ancestors and they build some shit. They build some shit. They inherit some shit that somebody built. They never get deterred. So if you're waiting on these two clowns to do anything for you, fix your credit, help you get in the dream home or any of that kind of shit, it's just not going to happen. That is not their job. That is not their job. So we got to stop stomping for these people like they the end all to be all. But one of them will absolutely free you, and he will free you because he'll be like, I don't give a damn about you. And when somebody don't give a damn about you, you go and do your own work. The other one is going to delay you doing the work because some of y'all are so lazy, and I said the word lazy, that you really think either of these white men is going to free Black people. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't care that one is rolling with somebody who's cult of color or whatever the hell we want to call it this decade today. It doesn't matter because there was a lot of Black people in slavery holding other enslaved people down. They was right there holding us down. To be slaves is what I'm saying. So family, we got to do a better job. We just got to do a better job. We got to stop all of this goddamn bickering. Somebody disagree with you? Oh, well. Oh, well, Maxine. If Ice Cube wrote a plan and he didn't consult you because you're the expert, but you've been in politics for over 30 years and Black people got kicked out of LA and that's your district, please take a whole goddamn seat. You and the rest of the Negroes. Sit your asses down. I would rather see somebody who feel like they know the streets because they really are from there and they want to write something that maybe people will put us back on the agenda. Because at this point, black people are not on anybody's agenda. We don't nobody give a damn about us. Everybody, when we had the black president, everybody got something out that agenda. But as black people, you got to give us what, if you help white people to help us, it does not work like that. And first of all, you owe black people. You owe us. We built this country. We built this country. So you owe me. You owe us. Straight up. Shit. I feel like I would love to see black people. Okay, Khadijah, tell her that she has to sign in. I sent her the information. Sorry, y'all. I sent the sister the information. I sent it yesterday. So let her know that I sent her the information. Sis, if you're still on here, Khadijah's trying to help me. Somebody's supposed to join me today, but I got to keep it pushing because that's how life is. You got to keep it pushing. And yes, reparations. The reparations was never really even on the table before like this, Jay. And you owe us reparations. You do. Hold on, family. Because, I feel like sometimes you got to pull out these goddamn receipts. You know what I mean? You got to pull out these receipts. Sis, I'm talking to my engineer. Y'all, hold on. I'm going to send you some photos, and I want you to pull those up, okay? Let me see. I'm going to just send y'all a few little photos. Because I feel like sometimes as black people, we have allowed people to tell us what they think they owe us. And it's like, no, you owe me. You owe me. Khadijah, I sent her the link to her email. Did she not get the link? Let me know, sis. Because I still want to have her on, so we still got time. Isis, I'm sending this to you right now. Isis is my engineer, young sister. How old are you, Isis? 16. She's 16 years old. So, how many of y'all, come on, we got to have our young people be more engaged, than making damn TikTok videos all day. And this is somebody's real job, so she gets paid to do this, family. Isis, I am sending you over these pictures, and I want you to show these pictures, okay? They should be coming right at you right now. And so I just feel like, y'all, we got to do a better job. But these two clowns, come on. Come on. We cannot be hanging our hopes on these two clowns. We cannot afford to do it. We cannot afford to do it. Yes, to Isis, yes. We just cannot afford to do it. Let me see if it went through. Yeah, it should go through. That's all I'm saying. We cannot afford to do it. So we got to do a better job. I like to know. So on this afternoon, this evening at 5 Pacific Standard Time, which would be 8 for the East Coast, I'm going to have some black folks on here. We're going to talk about this election. We're going to talk about strategies for after the election. And I don't want none of these strategies have to be about who the fuck is in office. And I said it just like that. We got to have some strategy about what we can really, really do. See, white folks done figured out they can give all of us a severance package of $100,000. Let's just say that they know they will have that shit back as soon as they write the check, because we will be spending money on bullshit. So they know they will get the money back. That's why it's such a joke. That's why it's such a joke. But we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to really get it in on some sister and brother stuff. I got some sisters and some brothers. We're going to try to work this thing out, talk about it a little bit more. I think one of the things that we was looking at the black agenda in-house, we got to really talk about what's going on with us as a people and why it is so hard for us. So when I say I have receipts, you got the picture ready? Or who you going to put up there first? I'm talking about receipts, family. I'm about to give you some of my receipts for reparations, because I think reparations, some of us should have receipts. This is my great grandmother, one grade out, South Carolina, St. Helena. Her name is Janie Ann Moon. Why you stop sharing her? Okay, that's all right. So anyway, she'll fix that back up. But that's my receipts. She's Gullah Geechee from the Geechee Islands. That is my great grandmother. I remember her as a little girl. I think she died like 1982. You know what I'm saying? So that's her. Receipts, family. I want my reparations. I want what was due to her. I want that. Because I am her descendant. I am her descendant. I want that. Put the next picture up there. It's a man in a suit. This is my great grandfather right there. Fudge Wilkins. I'm Rolanda Wilkins. He's from from Georgia. Yeah, you can leave her up there. Okay, never mind. You leave her up there. Okay, so before I get to my grandfather, this is my great-great-grandmother. Winnie Parks was born in 1817. Enslaved woman in Fairfax County, Virginia. She died in 1920 after making her way up to Pennsylvania to Philly. She is buried in the Eden Cemetery. See, receipts, family. Don't tell me, no, I need what's due to her is due to me. That's my reparations. I'm standing up for them. Know who they are in your family. They've been right there the whole time, but most of us are in love with wanting to say we part Cherokee and all this other bullshit. When you know that your great-great-grandmothers or fathers, because she was born in 1817, that is my great-great-grandmother, just 2 greats out. She died in 1920. She was 103. Receipts, family. Receipts. I am her descendant. So, no, to a white man who looked just like the 2 presidents who probably enslaved her and the rest of my ancestors, I'm waiting on these same white people to free my ancestors, to free me. You out your goddamn mind. Receipts, family. Receipts this morning. Receipts. Don't be talking to me about no reparations and you don't even know your ancestor's name. We wouldn't be over here questioning which 2 white people we're going to have as presidents when both of them will have you enslaved. In the spirit of Sister Harriet Tubman. Right on. Ashe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, family. Right on, Jay Ron. Right on. That's all receipts, Jay. We got to get this payment in. Now, the rest of you Negroes who don't want to claim that African ancestor that you know was enslaved, that built this country, yeah, keep on being that way. We could get this done immediately. They may not even have to put out as much money as they thought because half the Negroes don't even claim their African ancestor that was enslaved. Get the hell out of here with that. Are you serious? So that's what I'm saying. Put my one great grandfather up there. His name is Fudge Wilkins. You're going to see why they call his ass Fudge. Because he looked like fudge from South Carolina, Georgia area. Sea Islands. That's him in his suit. That's my great-grandfather, Fudge Wilkins. I'm talking receipts, family. I'm talking receipts. So when you think about this election, don't let people bullshit you to get you to think which are the 2 evils. We got to stop that bullshit. Why would you even have to choose any evil, but then claim you amongst the righteous? Are you serious? Y'all better quit playing with me today up in here. Y'all better quit playing with me. Put them two clowns back up there. Now I just showed you my ancestors. Do you really think that I'm gonna be looking towards these 2? One man who locked up enough black men in particular in the crack era with some crime bill that somehow middle class political black people have seemed to forgotten. Maxine forgotten as she was buying a wig that people who look like this enslaved our ancestors, that people like this, thank you, Ashe, that people who look like this enslaved our people in this country for hundreds of years. These are the same looking people. These are the descendants of people who wrote redlining bills. These are the same people who locked up black men in the droves in the 80s and 90s, which is why a lot of black women in my age range did not get husbands, which totally affected us being able to produce black family. Come on, family. Come on. And we trying to look to these 2? Are you serious? Do you really think Harriet Tubman was like, which good white folks, that I can go work for and then maybe he... Come on. Quit with that. Quit selling fear to black people. We have stood in this devil face so many times and outsmarted his ass, out-tricked his ass. Come on. Neither one of them give a damn about black people. I don't care how many of them they shake hands with and fist bump with and be like, brother, no. Get the hell out of here. We know who these people are. We know who 45 is. At least he's a flat out racist motherfucker. At least he's just flat out racist. Even though, hey y'all, those rappers we talked about earlier, right? That whole job. They loved Donald Trump when I was growing up. Donald Trump was in every hip hop song when they was ushering in the bullshit music. He was all, I want to be like Donald Trump. I'm going to Trump Towers. I'm trumping it up. You know what I'm saying? Then on the other side, you had this fool do speeches, and I hope y'all look him up because they on YouTube. Biden talking about he don't give a damn about your trauma. You still going to jail. He don't give a damn that his government brought all that crack in here and funded the Contras on the backs of black people's habit while they weren't giving people jobs, when we didn't even have fair housing and employment. Because when you brought us over here, it was for a job. When you brought us over here, it was for a goddamn job that you did not want to pay us for, that you don't want to pay reparations for. And you got the audacity to talk about you're going to give us more jobs. When you get in there, fool, you brought me over here for a job. You owe me. You owe me. P. Diddy, come on. This is a Negro who slide across the goddamn floor and dances in everybody's video. Come on, P. Diddy. Just take the black off that shit. Just say, hey, I'm just doing a political party for the people that I fucked up with my music. I'll take that. But please quit with the blackness, because you ain't really about that life. Nobody should have to shake their ass for you to see them, P. Diddy. Nobody should have to degrade and sell a soul. You know what I'm saying? The one sister out here now that's really talking about what happened to her, I don't Jaguar right. I don't think she crazy. I think that the best way to get well is to tell your story. Fuck with everybody feeling like, no, tell your story. We have so much pain in our community because we can never tell our story. We can never tell our story. And then we got Negroes. Put Maxine back up there. Then we got elders. They ain't going to go to one of our elders. Because I have a lot of respect for Maxine. Well, I took pictures with her before. I met her before. Miss Lillian Mobley, that was her goddaughter. How the hell you going to get mad at some black people voting for Trump and not your white colleagues? This is the same woman who voted for Assata Shakur to be returned back to the U.S. Did we forget that? Talking about she didn't know her name was Assata. You know everything else. You know where all the good wig head stars are. You know all that shit. You didn't know that that was Assata Shakur in Cuba? And you asked for her to be brought back? Are you serious? See, black folks know your history. Don't just be going for people because they black and they look like, you know, they're your grandma and your auntie. Stop giving people terms of endearment when you know they ain't down there for us. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop doing that. Maxine should have just kept her goddamn mouth shut and been like, okay, let's just focus on your true enemy. Because a black Trump supporter is like a snake with no goddamn venom. They can't do nothing to us. You should be asking yourself, Maxine, why would they be on the other side with Trump instead of fucking with you? That's what you should be asking yourself, Maxine Waters. Maybe you need to get in the water and just wash on out to sea, because that's some bullshit. Stop speaking against your own people, because they have no power. Because the choir's a cap. You don't have any power either. There's nothing like seeing somebody on the Congress floor, but you ain't delivered one thing. You never talked about reparations in your goddamn life. And then you got the audacity to get mad at Ice Cube for presenting a black agenda. Whew. This shit here is crazy. Don't you sometimes think that you're in like a dream and like it's like you went to sleep and the Bulls were championships and then you woke up now, they at the bottom and you're like, what the? Did I sleep for about 25 years? And see, when Maxine got in the game, she was a fighter. She was. But sometimes when you get old and you can't run as fast, instead of you saying, let me sit my ass to the side and jog and guide another person, you know, you're going to stand there still trying to run the race when your ass is tired. You could barely stand the fuck up when you should have replaced yourself like 25, 30 years back. And I love my elders. I love my elders. I do. But sometimes some of them be out of fucking pocket. They be out of pocket. Right now, she probably needs to hear from the great ancestor Lillian Mobley so she can help guide her into like sit your ass down mode. Like, come on. You coming for black Trump supporters, how is that going to help black people? They are hurting just like the rest of us. The fact that they even on that side can tell you that they hurting. But you're going to take the time to chastise them instead of staying on your target. You know, you ain't even went up to Joe Biden and say, what you gonna give black people? Well, you can't because they ain't in your district like that no more. So now you got to go for the Latinos. So you another Negro who jumped ship on black people. They don't even show up at no award shows like you did. So you ain't did shit for us. You another distraction we got to get rid of. So it made no goddamn sense, family. Am I tripping? Maybe it's just me, y'all. I could be tripping. I could be about that rah-rah. I don't know. Too bad I don't smoke or drink. This is coffee. I got water here. But shit, in these days and time, I probably should have a little taste of some rum up in here. Because this is some bullshit. Black people. Family. I'm going to roll through this real quick. And I want you to start the slideshow. Because I'm going to show you. I want y'all to keep this in your mind as you voting or as you doing whatever you're doing. I don't even give a fuck about the vote. When you're in your world, when you're in your life, I want y'all to know in the month of October, we've had over 100 black women and girls murdered. That's the month of October. So now we're down there close to 900. Just pull the slideshow up and I'll do the rest. I'm not going to say all of this. I want you to look at them, y'all. Look at them. This sister, 18 years old. Next slide. I'm just going to say their ages and in the state, and then you can go to the next one. This sister's 44 years old, Alabama. Look, this sister, 19 years old, North Carolina. Look, these are the death of us, y'all. This is the mother of civilization. And you got me worried about two damn clowns running for office? This sister here, 44 years old, New Haven, Connecticut. These people are mothers, they're sisters, they're somebody's friend. This sister was pregnant, and the man killed her flat out on Berkeley, California, 19 years old. Another sister in Illinois, 33 years old. This is an elder, family. This is an elder, 82 years old in Lexington, Kentucky. Come on, family, 47 years old. This is in Florida. These are black women, 65 years old in Mississippi. Keep it going, sis. 48 years old in Mississippi. This is the mother of civilization that's being murdered by people who look like them. Not the white man, not white supremacists. A black person. We're supposed to trust each other, family. We're supposed to trust each other. This sister, 59 years old, Georgia. This sister here, 32 years old, Arizona. Look at this sister, 39 years old, Virginia. Look at this, 62 years old, Pennsylvania. Come on, family, 25-year-old sister in Texas. These are people's mothers. These are people's sisters and friends and colleagues, and they contribute to our country. 25-year-old sister from Texas, 27-year-old sister from North Carolina. Look at their faces, 19-year-old from North Carolina. Look at them, family. Look at them. And you worried about goddamn Donald Trump, and you worried about Biden. Look, it's the black woman being murdered out here. Chicago, Illinois, 26-year-old sister. 55-year-old sister from Ohio. On my birthday, she was murdered. Come on, family. Look at this, 28 years old from Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? 22-year-old sister from Chicago. Come on, family. 23-year-old from Washington, D.C. Look at them. Look at them. 29-year-old sister from Pennsylvania. And you up here worried about goddamn Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Like he gonna save their life. He not gonna save their life. We gotta save their life. By the way we teach and nurture and love and the shit we hold important. We evidently don't hold black women and girls important because they wouldn't be dying out here like this. 31. This is murder, family. Murder, murder, murder. 31-year-old sister, Pennsylvania. These are the black femicide victims. These are black women that's been killed out this motherfucker. And y'all sitting up here talking about some goddamn Joe Biden and why shouldn't Ice Cube, right? Come on. 19-year-old sister from Pennsylvania. This is ridiculous. This young sister, 42 years old, Detroit, Michigan. See, I ain't heard none of the celebrities talk about none of this shit. I ain't seen none of them old washed up actresses talking about this shit. I ain't seen none of them. I ain't seen none of people on their big blogs and all that bullshit and you know and you know black people mad at descendants of slaves. None of them talking about this shit. Because half of them is guilty of probably doing some of this shit. Because they not killed by a bunch of Klansmen coming. They wasn't killed by the police. They was killed by black men who they loved, who was in their family, who was in their community. This is the real goddamn, what are we in right now with this COVID pandemic? This the real goddamn pandemic. It's Black Lives Matter. Well, the shit don't matter to black people. 25-year-old sister from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 4-year-old family, stop right here. 4-year-old girl. New Orleans, Louisiana. 4 years old. I have a nephew that's 5 that I adore. Come on, family. The hell is wrong with us? This is black femicide, family. This is the face of black femicide. I don't want to hear no shit about no goddamn white supremacy. When a person pulling the trigger on your goddamn life is another black person. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. 4 years old. The hell? Let's get to the next one. 31-year-old sister from Georgia. Somebody's mom, family. 74-year-old sister from Camden, New Jersey. This is an elder family. 74 from Camden, New Jersey. The next one up. Sorry. This sister here is 38 years old from Detroit, Michigan. Look at her hair. Like she just got her hair done in this picture. I mean, come on, family. We killing each other out here. We killing it. We killing us. Look at this sister, 29 years old from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Come on, family. Come on. And back that picture up. Go back. Because here this is, she probably was a lesbian black woman. Did not save her fucking life, though. Did not save her life. Because even though, that's how she dresses, how she looked, maybe she wanted to be a man, they still killed her ass like a black woman. They still killed her ass. There's a few of them in here like this. So it don't even matter if you gay, straight, polka dot. As a black woman, your ass is going out of here at the hands of people who look like you. What the fuck? Next one. 23-year-old sister, Indianapolis. This is too much. 18-year-old sister, Flint, Michigan. 21-year-old sister from Statesboro, Georgia. 29-year-old sister from North Carolina. 29, family. 29. 26-year-old sister from Florida. 41-year-old sister from South Carolina. 35-year-old sister from Chicago. 45-year-old from Flint, Michigan. 18-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Lashes done. Look at this sister. Beautiful sister. Beautiful. 44 years old from St. Paul, Minneapolis. Sister right here from Trenton, New Jersey. Her name is Ola, family. 61 years old. 61. My God. 31-year-old from Washington, D.C. This don't make no goddamn sense. 20-year-old sister from Arkansas. Family. Come on. Come on. And this is anti-blackness. You goddamn right. Don't make no damn sense. This sister right here, 20 years old from Arkansas. This sister here is from Pennsylvania, 25 years old. And sister, when you say black on black crime, some black people got the audacity to say that's not what it is. Shut up. Shit. Get the hell out of here. You always want to deflect away. You want black on black business, but you don't want to look at black on black crime. Same shit, because you selling me shit I don't even need. And that's a goddamn crime. 52-year-old sister from Warren, Michigan. 27-year-old sister from Fresno, California. That is down the damn street. Past Berkeley. 22-year-old sister from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Look at her smile. Just lit up. 22 years old. Gone. 29-year-old from Pennsylvania. A 6-year-old with her 40-year-old mama. This is crazy, family. This from St. Louis, Missouri. This is crazy. 6 years old. My God. Don't make no damn sense. 25 years old, Chicago. Another elder, y'all. Another elder. 67 years old from Richmond, Virginia. 19-year-old from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 33-year-old from Memphis, Tennessee. 18-year-old from Fresno, California. Look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful she is. We will never know her potential because somebody took her damn life. Next. Sister, 16-year-olds from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We just killing off ourselves, killing off our future. 32 years old, Tulsa, Oklahoma. 17-year-old, Louisville, Kentucky. Look at this sister. Fort Wayne, Indiana, 19-year-old. 39-year-old from Kentucky. 10-month-old. See this bullshit here? And this was a father who killed this child. I read this whole case and it turned my goddamn stomach. Think this nigga don't even need no trial. Fuck it. How you gonna take a life that you brought in? I mean, really? 10-month-old, y'all. 10-month-old. This is wrong, family. This is wrong. This is wrong. Pennsylvania. So don't talk to me about no goddamn restorative justice, because you cannot restore this baby's life. You cannot restore her life. 10-month-old. Go ahead, sis. 23-year-old sister from Stockton, California. And that is next door. 23 years old. Sister, 23 years old. From Stockton. Gone. And you up here talking about some goddamn Joe Biden and Harris ticket. Or you talking about stop Donald Trump. And all this other bullshit. Black women out here getting slaughtered. Slaughtered. And you give a damn about some Ice Cube black plan with Black America. You better have a plan for black women's lives out this motherfucker. Because they getting taken. You hear me? They getting taken. 26 years old, Wisconsin. 26 years old, Indianapolis, Indiana. 42 years old, Memphis, Tennessee. 9-year-old sister from Sacramento, California. And you know what the crazy thing is? I think they did get this young sister's killer. But what gets me is, you know, how important is this sister's life before she was taken? Did we put any emphasis on her life? Or did we just run to the rescue, you know, after somebody's being killed or murdered? Then we all up there talking about, we got to stop this. We have to. Did you value her when she walked around here her 9 years of life? For real, sis, it really does. It really does. It hurts my whole spirit up in here. 9-year-old sister, go ahead. 27-year-old sister, North Carolina. Look at the smiles of these people. Look how beautiful they are. Next. Little Rock, Arkansas, 35-year-old sister. Come on, family. 34-year-old sister, Cleveland, Ohio. Goddamn. 28-year-old sister in Michigan. Okay, that was the last one we had one there. We didn't go through all 100 and something that was killed already. September, the number was 96. Did we do 100? No, I don't think we did.
75.
Yeah, this is 75 we did today. But you know the number's over 100 now for the month of October. So we have some people that we did not include. That we did not include in here. Because we would be here all goddamn day. And the number's almost close to 900 now, the black women that's been murdered in the U.S. since January 2020. And you want me to focus on a goddamn race where none of those two people, put them two clowns back up there, none of these two is going to help bring any of those black women that was murdered back, who's somebody's mama, sister, lover, cousin, good friend, confidant. They're not going to bring them back. Nobody's going to free black people. Nobody's going to make sure we get affordable housing. We've already had that for 70 goddamn years. We've had affordable and low-income housing. They're not going to help you get home ownership. They're not going to do it. Because they are the landlords. And all this other shit is just to distract us from doing the inner work, the work in our own community, the work on ourselves, the work on how we raise our daughters and raise our sons, how we love people that we're with. We got to do that work. None of these two clowns is going to help us be better about ourselves. None of them. Our daughters get to see how we value them or the lack thereof of valuing them. Our sons get to see that they can we put up with bullshit because that's what they mama do, put up with bullshit. Family, this shit got to stop. These two fools ain't going to help us. They not. That ain't even their damn job. Put the goddamn Maxine back up there. And Maxine can't help us either. Because she don't even know when to sit the fuck down. She don't even know when to stop criticizing people because they don't agree with you. So what? Shut the fuck up. It don't matter if that Ice Cube don't agree with you. He probably does agree if you gonna be that real Maxine. You should say, thank you, brother, for your contribution. You should say to the Trump supporters, nothing. You from old school. I know you know what it means. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Maxine, you're that old where you know what the hell that means. That means you're supposed to shut your damn mouth. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Nathan, don't say a goddamn thing. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. Put up Lil Wayne and Cardi B. I'm going to wrap this on up. I'm getting to the wrap up, y'all. Y'all know I'm fired up today because we got this election coming. And I voted. You know, I voted. I didn't vote for who you think I voted for. Because I'm in California, it don't matter. So I voted for some Green Party person. I ain't vote for neither one of these motherfuckers. And don't tell me it's a vote for Trump. Don't assume that I'm afraid of Trump, because I'm not. I haven't been dealing with Trumps my whole life. Most of them in blackface. So miss me with that bullshit. Can't scare me. Shit, I got to deal with you. I'm more likely to get murdered by you than by fucking white people. Let's be very clear. So before you try to scare somebody, ooh, Donald Trump. Dude, I've been dealing with Donald Trump and his cronies and blackface my whole life. Who some of them appear to be like they're Democrats, the Democrats. I don't fuck with the demons either. All they do is lie to black people. That's all they do is lie. Lie. And then they go get people like this who not even connected to us for real. They're not even really connected to us to speak for us. I don't even know Cardi B. I don't listen to none of her stuff. I'm not a reality TV show watcher. Not mad if anybody do, but she does not speak for me. She does not speak for me. The fuck? Look at it. Look at her. They don't look like, put my great-grandmother back up there. She don't look like my great-grandmother. Wayne don't look like my great-grandfather. These were hard-working people who I'm collecting reparations for. Enslaved in Fairfax County, Virginia. Enslaved in the Gullah Sea Islands. And in Georgia. You want me to keep going? I got my receipts. I got my receipts. I'm here to collect for Winnie Parks. My great-great-grandmother was born in 1817, who had died in 1920. So all her 103 years, she ain't never got reparations. She ain't never got reparations. So miss me with that bullshit. Because it's bullshit. It stinks. You stink. Stop telling black people to believe in shit that ain't going to help them. Some of y'all right now sitting up in church praying or at the mosque listening to a goddamn lecture when you know you ain't going to follow none of the shit in the book that you read. Yeah, you ain't going to follow none of that shit. You're going to be right there exchanging money with the devil. So what the fuck you going to be doing? You're going to be funding their oppression of you. You're going to be right there funding people who will never give you a home loan, who will never help you be anything viable, who will not help you build a legacy and leave something for generations to come. You're going to be right there funding your own demise, your own oppression. That's what we're doing right now. Do you know how powerful it would be if we say, no, we ain't doing shit? See, we have nothing really to lose. Don't let people tell you that. We have nothing to lose. We have everything to gain in our own self-preservation. For if we love ourselves enough to think about grandchildren, like my great-great-grandmother thought about me and her descendants, by the way she lived her life, that I can still, over 200 years later, say her name and know who she is and what she stood for and what her journey was about and how she made that trip from being an enslaved African woman in Fairfax County, Virginia, all the way up to Pennsylvania. That means something. She did that over 200 years ago, over 100 years ago. And I still stand here because she stood. And I don't think she want me to waste my time on some bullshit theory that if I just get this one motherfucking white man in here, this one white man, he gonna help me. He not gonna help me. He can never help me. He can never do nothing for me. Not nothing. Everything else I gotta do. I gotta look at my great nieces and nephews. I look at Chaz and Sakai and Yasi. I gotta look at all of them and leave them something so that 100 years from now they'll be looking me up and be like, "This is who I am. This is who I'm a descendant from. This is who my mama was. This is who my daddy was. This is who my great. I want them to know that. Hell, I know that Winnie Parks is from Cameroon. I know that. I know she's from the Booby people. I know that too. So you don't have to have an identity crisis no more. Shit, this whole country owe black people. And let me be specific. They owe people who are enslaved in this motherfucker. That's who they owe. People who made America the richest country in the world to this day. They owe us. Damn it, I'm here to collect. I'm going to need my money. I'm going to need that shit in cash or gold. However you want to do it. And I'll even take some land, but let me choose the land. Because fucking around with you, you're going to give me some shit that's going to sink all the way to the core. Can't trust these people, y'all. That's why everybody else is here on the plan. And most of them are watching what we did so that they don't do the same shit that we did. But they also, their culture, their language, their mores, they here with something. We were stripped of all of that and still built the greatest country in human history. So I'm going to need that check. And I want that shit written out to cash because I'm going to need my money. All of it. I don't want it in the form of a black person in higher office. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know this heifer or heifer or whatever the hell. I don't even know these fools. So no, love Barack Obama, but he was not my reparation. Kamala, I don't really know her. Nobody in my family look like that. I'm just saying that's not my reparations. No disrespect. I'm from Winnie Parks. That's who I'm from. I'm from her. I want my money. I want my money. I want my reparations. I don't give a damn. I don't want no college scholarship. That's your shit. I taught you, fool. I taught you. You didn't teach me. So I'm here to collect on her behalf. Born in 1817 in slavery in Fairfax County, Virginia. I'm going to need her check. I'm going to need her check. I'm going to need all of that. For real. And if you ain't talking that shit, I don't care if you Joe Biden, I don't care if Barack Obama. If you're not talking reparations for the enslaved people, then you are worse than motherfucking Donald Trump. Because at least this fool, I know who he is. See, when you know your enemy, it's easy to move. But when your enemy comes as a friend, you're doomed to be murdered. You're doomed to be killed. It's inevitable. So, family, it's 10 o'clock. Right? Whew, that was a lot, family. I want to thank y'all for joining me. My guest, I'm actually reschedule her for next week because I did send an email. But man, whew, y'all, that's heavy. That's heavy. That was like a woosah. That was like doing a hard dance class where you just push your body to the limit. But somebody has to tell black people, we owe them, those descendants who were enslaved, who made that journey in the belly of a ship. You understand what I'm saying? Who people died, but they did not die. You understand? Who made that whole journey, who came over here and made it through slavery and didn't die and made it through everything they threw at us in the kitchen sink. They did not die. And goddamn it, I will not let them die. I say reparations now. Not after that. We'll talk after the. Let's just show you how arrogant people. We'll talk about that after. No, we talk about that shit now. I'm tired of waiting. Shit. All right, family. I gotta get up out of here. I'll be back next week, y'all. Whew, I'm just gonna leave y'all with this picture of my great-grandmother, Winnie Parks. I say reparations now. Born in 1817, died in 1920, 103. Blessed memory, Grandma. I love you. And thank you for putting in me the fire that I knew was in you. Now that it is in me. And I'm so grateful. Y'all have a great Sunday.